Hi folks, welcome back to part 2 of what was going to be my Harmony and Unison concert, but the Wi-Fi didn't work. So I'm recording little short segments of the pieces that I would have done in the previous segment. You heard me do April Showers, and I didn't raise my boy to be a soldier, and now I want to do a Yiddish song for me. I feel it's very important to try and teach our students about Yiddish culture. I think it's equally important to teach them about Ladino and other cultures so that they don't get the idea that there's some sort of Ashkenazic monopoly on Judaism. There certainly is not. But Yiddish culture is something special to me. I went to Yiddish shul as a kid, and although I know that Yiddish is enjoying somewhat of a resurgence, it's something that our students don't know all that much about, and I want to bring them the joys of it. Well, one of the things that I find when I try to sing them songs is that I'm not particularly comfortable with a lot of the singable English translations that are out there, and that's no disrespect to the people who created them. But I like to create my own, and I like to try and be as close to the original text as I can. Obviously, there are times when you can't do that. So here is a little Yiddish and my singable English for what is an appropriate song in these troubling times. Alla Brida, all our brothers. Ay 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 Oh, wir seinem alle Brüder, oi oi, alle Brüder, und wir singen fröhliche Lieder, oi oi oi, und wir halten sich in einem, oi oi, sich in einem, solches ist mit dabei keinem, oi oi oi, oh, und wir seinen alle einig, oi oi, alle einig, als wir seinen viel zu wenig, oi oi oi, und wir lieben sich doch alle, oi oi, sich doch alle, wir sachen mit der Kalle, oi oi oi, everyone is someone's brother, oi oi, someone's brother, and we all sing with each other, oi oi oi, and we all stand here together, oi oi, here together, nothing else could be much better, oi oi oi, be our numbers large or small, oi oi, large or small, all for one and one for all, oi oi oi, and for all we feel inside, oi oi, feel inside, like a bridegroom and a bride, oi oi oi, ay 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 ay, ay 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 ay, ay 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 ay, ay 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 ay. Wir seien alle Schwestern, oi oi, alle Schwestern, so wie Rachel, Ruth und Esther, oi oi oi, und wir seien freilich munter, oi oi, freilich munter, singen Lieder, tanzen unter, oi oi oi, oh, froh und nicht vereinigt alle, oi oi, vereinigt alle, wie der Chossen mit der Kala, oi oi oi, wie der Chumisch mit den Rascha, oi oi, mit den Rascha, wie der Kuckel mit der Kascha, oi oi oi. Well, everyone is someone's sister, oi oi, someone's sister, just like Rachel, Ruth, and Esther, oi oi oi. Happy are we, such a treat, oi oi, such a treat, singing, dancing, tapping feet, oi oi oi. Oh, stand together, left and right, oi oi, left and right, bride and bridegroom sharing light, oi oi oi. Just like Torah and our sages, oi oi, and our sages, favorite fruits throughout the ages, oi oi oi, ay 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 ay, ay 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 ay, ay 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 ay, ay 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 ay, ay 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 ay, ay 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 ay, ay 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 ay. So that's my singable English for Albrida. As you can tell, I like to write lyrics, but I also like to write parody. It might tell you something. Those of you who follow me and saw my recent slew of 10 albums that influenced my life, you might note that album number 2 was Tom Lehrer's An Evening Wasted With. And I've, excuse me, had an affinity for writing parody songs since a very, very young age. And this parody song is actually about a famous dispute in the Talmud that actually set the stage for what eventually became a rabbinical control of how Judaism is practiced. It's the story of the oven at Achnai. And I set this particular parody to a song made familiar by Danny Kaye called The Palace of the Tsar. I present to you The Oven at Achnai. There is in the Talmud a famous dispute between the rabbis of such great repute. They argued all day as the hours flew by of the kosher status of the oven at Achnai. The rabbis were in agreement, but Eliezer stuck like cement to his argument the oven was pure. Though with his words he was a dancer, all the others knew the answer is not in the heavens to be sure. Said Rav Eliezer, I know I am right, and so with you rabbis, I'm picking a fight. Watch your cannot agree, move 400 cubits nearby to prove I am right about the oven at Achnai. All rabbis all were in agreement, but Eliezer stuck like cement to his argument the oven was pure. Though with his words he was a dancer, all the others knew the answer is not in the heavens to be sure. Now when that did not work, he got back on his horse. He ordered the water to reverse its course. But though it flowed backwards, they did not comply. They insisted impure was the oven at Achnai. Rabbis all were in agreement, but Eliezer stuck like cement to his argument the oven was pure. Though with his words he was a dancer, all the others knew the answer is not in the heavens to be sure. Next, the Beit Midrash walls he commanded to fall. They started to lean, endangering them all. I cannot permit this, Rab Joshua did cry, just to prove you are right about the oven at Achnai. Rabbis all were in agreement, but Eliezer stuck like cement to his argument the oven was pure. Though with his words he was a dancer, all the others knew the answer is not in the heavens to be sure. Now, Rav Eliezer would not be denied. So now hear the voice of heaven, he cried. Rabbi Eliezer is right, came forth the reply. Still no others agreed about the oven at Achnai. Rabbis all were in agreement, but Eliezer stuck like cement to his argument the oven was pure. Though with his words he was a dancer, all the others knew the answer is not in the heavens to be sure. Now there's a part of the story that's often not told of God's reaction to rabbis so bold. My children have bested me, was God's reply to the Talmudic story of the oven at Achnai. All rabbis all were in agreement, but Eliezer stuck like cement to his argument the oven was pure. Though with his words he was a dancer, all the others knew the answer is not in the heavens to be sure. And so with this story the rabbis did steal the power to interpret or the meaning reveal. So study your Hebrew so you can defy what the rabbis usurped with the oven at Achnai. Oh, thus the rabbis have usurped our power to interpret all the meaning in our sacred scrolls. Custodians of the oral law, they get to tell us what it's for, but now it's time for us to reverse roads. Oh, thus the rabbis have usurped our power to to interpret all the meaning in our sacred scrolls. Custodians of the oral law, they get to tell us what it's worth. But now it's time for us to reverse roles. And we'll stop here, and I'll see you in segment 3.